do. Maybe a few players will make a name for themselves, and we'll continue to follow that thread as the pistol continues here. It's going to be exertion to open things up. A kill from Flying, though, and it's going to be the mid assault coming in from MOUZ, but they are finding a lot of headshots en route.
Yeah, good shots for the USP, but a little bit too much, unfortunately. Exertion coming in with an overpowering Glock, 3 kills to match the 2 from the USP. Will put them in a 2-3 advantage here as the bomb is planted in the meantime. Child, King, and Merrick coming in. The smokes just keep going up. They're actually from the CT side, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if it's going to help them all that much. They don't have a kit right now, and unless they can find a headshot in the next 5 seconds, it's not even going to get close here. It's Torsia picking up a shot, and that leaves Child King alone. It's Exertion with 4 kills to start this off with. It's a brilliant start for MOUZ. It's a tough opponent.
I don't know much about this team, admittedly, but apparently they're playing with like 2 stand-ins as well. And this is MOUZ Sports at full strength. Bear in mind, it's Sydney. They didn't have Jimpphat, and he's now here. And this is a team that's looking incredibly dangerous in the last 6 months. So obviously, they're heavy favorites here. But yeah, it brings up and give them a game, run for their money at times, win a few important rounds. You never know. It won't be this one, as like we said, against the USPs. Comment on how it's affecting the game. We never get to watch Inferno right now, but interested to see how that develops. Flying is in a good position to get his second frag. He's going to find Jimpphat. He's going to be Ian that beats him to the punch, though, as we get into a man advantage here. First gun round and wings up. Might be able to pull this one off. 14 seconds, Anders. And yeah, this is looking pretty convincing. Just the in-game leader remaining. And Child King with a double kill towards the end there. Very nice. Good.
Also, that's a bit interesting. Yeah, you mentioned the smoke here being off, and you're not wrong either. Gas is obviously what away. He's looking for it, but
yeah, that's why it's like anything working against you.
Yeah, even
Flying the ointment. Child King is ready and waiting. He can maybe save the day here. It all comes down to this frag. If he gets a clean one, maybe they can do something with it. Anders up for the 5, 14 seconds. They have to plan. Sure, we removed from the equation for 3 or 4 seconds here. Can't deny the plan, but they have got themselves a fighting position. 2 versus 2. Bear in mind there's a kit available, but no Child King anymore. Lovely shot from Shui as we see Flying thrust into the 1 versus 2 here.
Yeah, and awkward timing there, just throwing out the flashbang, unfortunately. Torsia's going to be picking right.
He does not have set Kevlar, so he's incredibly squishy on that B-bomb side, but maybe Child King's hit some good shots. Can do something with this one. Jimpphat's got his number, though. Finds that opening frag, and I would suggest there's going to be a few more of those coming in towards Wings Up. Like I said, I'm not overly familiar with some of these players. Heard of a couple of them. A chance for them to prove themselves here and show that they can compete. The problem is with a best of 1 and this format, like we could be saying goodbye to them today because you get a 1 best of 3. If you lose that, you have to lose a bracket.
And this group is wild.
Yeah, and it's the group of death as well. We've got NIP and FaZe in this group as well, so it's going to be a very difficult battle for them throughout. But there it is, MOUZ Sports. It's going to be Wings Up now. Needs to start posting consecutive rounds to stand a chance there.
Yeah, I've got to strike while the iron is hot. There's no reason not to just keep it up. There's actually, it's a wallbang shot with the smoke as well, just shooting it up. So he's going to have top banana now. Forcing Wings up a little bit further back. Smoke up, and Marek really wants to go for it. He's going to be able to win that fight. Good timing on it right as the smoke is thrown.
They take some confident duels.
Yeah.
They are not scared to go one-on-one with these players here. And it's actually working out tremendously well for them. Ian will find the 3rd kill of the round. They are yet to concede a single death up until this moment. Torsia could get the quick scope here. Opts for the scope itself. Doesn't actually work out for him. Now Jimpphat, there it is, Anders. That's that pedigree we're looking for. Beautiful.
And he has the bomb as well, so he can just go straight for the bomb plant here. He is a little bit suspicious, but has a good read on the situation. He's Molotov the middle, he's smoking off that other side, and they are going to be coming through to try and get him right away. They swapped out the AWP on Ian for an AK, which is probably a great idea. And he's going to be hiding in the corner, actually. He doesn't even try and escape any further than this, so potentially could be a bit of an awkward battle coming in. Molotov not going to be touching him here. He's ready for it. The spray is good. And now it's a 1 versus 1. It just was a 1 versus 4. Almost baiting it up, but the jump might betrayed him there. And Ian will take him down. Good round from Ian. 3 kills on him. And Wings Up going to be able to win the round.
Yeah, but the thing is, that was what, like, essentially a 4 versus 1. He brings it all the way down to a 1 versus 1. It wounds them significantly going forward. So yeah, absolutely true. Vicious if he goes for another jump shot here, but there is a flashbang being set up. That was the moment I was waiting for. Shui, sort of player that can hit those, and yeah, I'm not sure that was the maneuver. A solo MP9 swinging around off the back of 1 flashbang, like, even with an M4. And there's actually like a perfect little gap for gas. Flashbangs going over. It's going to be an Apps pop. And there's gas and flying. So that smoke actually a bit of an issue here. Stacking towards the quad. An old school maneuver. It's one that's actually paying out for them. They actually get back to a 2-on-2 though. Torji, he just seems to be reading them like a book though. 3 kills found. Actually, 4 kills found. And he's gone for the ace as well. Beautiful round from Torji. Absolutely dominates them with the AWP.
They did not need to peek all of this to hear what the players are going to be saying after the game in terms of how the patch feels, because we're going to have a live reaction, presumably. Nice grenades and a good push behind it. Look at that. 2 for 1. The double nade setup just absolutely demolishing MOUZ, but unfortunately, they keep on the aggression once again, and it's not necessary. That's going to open up the B-bomb side.
Point. Like, the fact you've got Ian for flying, Ian is pretty far removed. Tucked in towards the underpass at the bottom of the middle.
Oh, told you. He hardly even stops when he's taking that shot.
They don't seem to wait for each other on this squad. Don't. Like, it's lots of like solo interactions before your teammate even arrives. Like, I assume Ian maybe for a flashbang over the top or something like that, but yeah, he's wasted his smoke essentially. And now the orb is pretty far removed, and Torji's got such a prime position, and just like to find multiple kills. Like, he's absolutely destroying them out there. Oh, there it is, through the smoke. Fighting chance in the 3-on-3. Bear in mind, Ian is low. And in terms of kits, and there's nothing, and a couple of flashbangs, I think they have to go for it. Well, it's the last round.
They definitely do.
My own thing. I stated that.
You are not wrong. Torji ends the first half at 14-3, by the way. One of them, obviously, you know, he had the ace and everything, so we'll see. They're trying to break their way through, but instant kills are coming in. Ian very low on health already. He's going to go down. A very, very powerful first half scoreline here for MOUZ.
That's the flashes, that's the God flash as well being set up, and they're just going to go for the contact play. The thing is, Frozen's going to smoke them out. They've got the Julies to deal with up top, and sometimes they get a little bit out of hand. That P2000's going to have to do God's work here, and it's Frozen delivering the goods. A couple of kills, keeps the round competitive here. 3 versus 3, but advantage wings up.
Man, it looked like Frozen didn't even see one of those 2 players that he shot, maybe just through the smoke, so that might have been a little bit fortunate. We'll see how the retake's going to be. So he's up first. Merrick is here, missing a couple of the Glock shots, and a bullet to his head will end him. They spotted out gas back here. Oh, he could have just stayed tucked in, but he wanted to take a peek. He'd already been found out. Leaves flying on his own in a 1 versus 3 to try and hold on to this one and really give themselves any chance to have their mark on the second half. But Jimpphat's going to be taking him down, and instead, it's
FaZe versus NIP next.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, it's coming up at 7:30.
Early risers getting up in the morning, you know, trying to catch the games. We've got that coming up, it's true. All right, Surgeon coming up with a good couple of kills here as well. It's Child King going down. Unfortunately, the Frozen leaving Ian on his own. 1 versus 3, and he gets run down by Torji. So he does end up with a ridiculous scoreline. It was a 21-3 at the end, I believe.
That is the fastest game of Counter-Strike I have ever commentated. I'm happy to put my reputation on the line there because it felt like we were in that server for 15 minutes.
That is